Identify sentence in photography article. Hello everyone, my name is Farhan Iqbal Nugroho. I'm from Cibinong, Bogor, and I'm 19 years old. Why this article? The main goal of composition is to influence viewing behavior. This requires understanding the principles of composition in photography and knowing how to direct the viewer's eye to your subject or whatever focal point you want to see. So, if you're looking for a proven way to enhance your photo naturally without even needing Photoshop, we put together a list of some of the most commonly practiced photography composition techniques.
Composition is responsible for the narrative of a photo. It determines where everything should be, the distance between elements, and who is bigger, more colorful, or brighter. The goal is to create images that are aesthetically pleasing but also a roadmap for the viewer. Composition in photography is like a content of a book. It instructs the viewers to start with chapter 1 and continue reading in a specific order. Learning the histories of photography in tense. A tense is a category that expresses time preference with regard to the moment of speaking. It helps to indicate when an action or state of being occurs. Tense are often associated with verbs, although they can also be expressed in other ways, such as with adverbs or specific times related. Example: simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense.
Process. First, how many photography composition technique? Second, step to use photography composition technique. Third, how to apply photography composition technique. First, how many photography composition technique? There are many photography composition techniques that photographers use to create visual appealing and engaging images. While the list is not exhaustive, here here are here are some of the most common composition techniques. While the list is not exhaustive, here are some of the most common composition techniques. First, rule of third. Second is leading lines. Third is frames. Four is symmetry and patterns. Five is depth and layering. Six is framing. Seven is golden ratio. Eight is color of contrast. Nine is fill the frame. 10 is rule of odds. 11 is balancing elements. 12 is negative space. 13 is background awareness. 14 is isolation. 15 is diagonal lines. Second, step to use photography composition technique. Using photography composition technique involves a combination of creativity, observation, and practice. Here are steps to guide you in applying this technique. Here are steps to guide you in applying this technique. First, understand the basic. Second, study examples. Third, know your equipment. 4. Identify your subject. 5. Consider the story. 6. Scout the location. 7. Apply the rule of third. 8. Experiment with leading lines. 9. Frame your subject. 10. Pay attention to background. 11. Experiment with perspective. 12. Adjust for depth and layering. 12. Adjust for depth and layering. 12. Adjust for depth and layering. 13. Consider color and contrast. 14. Capture symmetry and patterns. 15. Practice reviewing and refine. 16. Experiment with creative technique. 17. Crop and edit. And 18. Seek feedback. Third, how to apply photography composition technique. Applying photography composition technique involves a combination of creativity, observation, and here a step-by-step guide on how to apply this technique in your photography. First, identify your subject. Second, understand the basics. Third, study your environment. Four, apply the rule of third. 5. Experiment with leading lines. 6. Frame your subject. 7. Pay attention to background. 8. Consider the story. 9. Experiment with perspective. 10. Adjust for depth and layering. 11. Consider color and contrast. 12. Capture symmetry and pattern. 13. Experiment with creative technique. 14. Review and refine. 15. Practice regular. 15. Practice regularly. 16. Seek and feedback. And last, use post processing wisely. Remember that applying composition technique is an iterative process. The more you practice and experiment, the better you become at using this technique to create visually compelling and engaging photograph. Thank you for your thank you for your attention and goodbye.